What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I just hit top bottom video and we're gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about another North Carolina story. Like I said on Mondays, last couple weeks y'all been showing a lot of love to North Carolina stories, so we're going to continue to do that. So today we will be talking about a police brutality incident out of Kinston. I'm not sure, obviously my North Carolina people know what Kinston, but for the people outside the state, Kinston is 252. Basically, going out there towards the beach and stuff like that, the coastline. It's not out there that far, but going out that way. And let's just say Kinston has a reputation for not being the best area. Let me say that. Also, the home of Brandon Ingram, if y'all, my basketball fans. But back to the police brutality. So, there's a video that has been circulating around this. And obviously, I'll put all of it in here. It's in a couple parts, pretty long, but I will put all of this in here. But what is happening on the video, you will see a, Kinston Police Department's Andrew Beck, who is on top of 18-year-old Cameron Williams. Andrew Beck is white and Cameron Williams is black, so do what you want with that information. But like you see Beck on top of Cameron Williams. Beck, it's a lot of things wrong with this video, but one, you can hear Beck basically saying, "Stop fighting me." You can really obviously see that he's not resisting, and he says, "I'm not fighting you." A couple seconds later, you then see Beck proceed to keep punching Williams, and then things also take a scary turn. Williams then starts shaking on the ground, and a woman screams he's having a seizure. And, it just was a bad scene. The scene keeps getting worse. Like I said, you obviously can see that Williams is not trying to resist him at a point, and he continues to stay on top of him while continuing to attack him. Also, what makes it worse is the other police officers, they decide to stand around, even some of them joining in and still standing on top of him when he starts shaking and things of that sort. Now, I think they are trying to administer help a little bit once they see him start shaking, but it should have never came to this.
Why you doing that? Stop fighting! Why you doing that? Stop fighting! Why you doing that? I'm not fighting. Stop fighting! Let go of me! Let go of me! Why you hit me? Stop hitting me! He hit me! He hit me! Stop! Help! Hey, bro, you help! Back up! Back up right now! Back up! Back up! You can't mess with me! Back up! Oh, dumbass, you go. Back up, baby. Back up.
He's shaking. What the fuck? He having a fucking seizure. He having a seizure. Go, on my mama, if y'all get on my chair, I got to arrest me too, girl. On my mama, if y'all get on my chair, I got to arrest me too, girl. On the set. Get off my twin, girl. Get the fuck off my twin, girl. Get off my twin, girl. Do you see my twin? He's on my back the fuck up. Turn the fuck around. Look at him. Oh my God! Oh my God! Cause my twin ain't do shit. Cause my twin ain't do shit. He don't got shit. He ain't do shit. He don't got shit. He don't do shit. He ain't got shit. I just left with my twin. I just left with my twin. Get off my twin. Get off my twin. Get off my. I'm not backing up shit. His mom not even down here. I'm not backing up shit. My mom, no, cuz, no, not backing up shit. No, not backing up shit. Get off my twin. My mama ain't no ass come back on the truth. My mama wants your dad. I'm not trying to know that shit. What you want back? My mama, I'm gonna screw your ass. I'm not doing shit to him. I'm not touching him. You better not swear that. Hey, no, my mama ain't do shit, cuz. I'm not trying to do that shit.
Come on, for you good. Come on.
Oh, hell,
I know,
oh my God, I got
come
this.
on. We know this, cuz. My mama out here, cuz. Get off my channel. Get off my channel. Get off my channel. Come in closer. I don't
Y'all better make sure he's good. Yes. Y'all better make sure he's good. Let's make sure he's good.
Don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna have too, cuz. Step around, nigga. That's my fucking foot over, man. Nowhere, I'm so fucking daddy, nigga. That's on my mama, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
What does he have? He's an epileptic, seizures. What's going on?
Well, it look like
Where it's 4 police officers and then you got one trying to stand back and hold the group back. It should have never came to this. You understand? Like it just should have never came to this. We, as well as you try to save and you try to help the situation out. It should have never been this. We should not be seeing an 18-year-old having a seizure because of something with the police. Now, they are saying the teen was being arrested for resisting a public officer and communicating threats after reported breaking and entering, but they have seen that it had nothing to do with him. And they said 12, the Facebook user that did post this video, they said 12 was following him through the entire Richard Green and then slammed him as soon as he stepped into the street. It said Kinston Police says a use of force investigation is now underway. So I will say, this looks very bad for the Kinston Police Department. Obviously, now I don't know what the communicating threats or what he reportedly said. I mean, I do understand he probably might have said something crazy, but I mean, who wouldn't be angry if as a white cop you just ran around following me and then saying that you think I broke into a house that I really had nothing to do with? You're gonna naturally become angry. So do not be like he shouldn't have said nothing. A person in their right mind is going to be angry of being accused of something that they absolutely not do. So I definitely think that's it just looks bad. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the video does come in late, so I don't know what he did before to get in that position of him arresting and I mean for being for resisting. But I will say, at some point, as a police officer, like I get that even if he, at first he is giving you a struggle where you have to take him down to the ground and get in that position. Once you seen him basically say, "I'm not fighting you," and this is when you have to pull back, but you continue to punch him. So, and you could stay on top of him until he did have a seizure. Now y'all over here trying to, administer health like y'all the EMT, nigga. Y'all a bunch of police officers. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. Now, like I said, they said it was a force of use investigation. Okay, so the reason why like I said, this is not a good look and this is a thing, because this seems to be a pattern of behavior with the Kinston police. Well, for one, the reason I was really looking into it, they didn't even, usually you suspend the officer in times like this. They didn't even suspend Beck. But it seems to be there was another pattern. There was also officer captured in 2024, captured on video punching another resident, Khalil Branch, and also another one, David Burton Jr. in 2021, at least 4 times punching him. So both Burton and Branch were charged with resisting arrest. Internal investigations in both cases from the Kinston Police Department determined officers did not use excessive force.
I said, I'm Tim Dilday. I'm your chief of police for the city of Kinston. So last night at 6:38 p.m., Kinston police officers responded to an alarm at 111 West Vernon Avenue. Upon arrival, officers discovered that it was an ongoing disturbance involving customers, which rose to the level of an employee triggering the silent alarm to gain necessary, immediate assistance from law enforcement. During the investigation, officers developed sufficient reasonable suspicion to detain one of the individuals involved in the disturbance. During the time the officers were conducting initial interviews inside of the business, the individual subject to detainment walked away from the area and was subsequently located nearby by officers. During the attempt to lawfully detain the individual involved, a foot pursuit ensued, and the suspect was taken into custody along the 700 block of North Queen Street. The arrestee has since been identified as David Lee Bruton Jr., age 36, of Kinston. Kinston Police Department supervisor arrived on the scene and began an initial investigation into the use of force utilized by an officer during the arrest. Lenore County EMS personnel were summoned by officers to the Kinston Police Department to render aid to Mr. Bruton prior to the officers taking him before a magistrate at the Lenore County Detention Center. The investigation of circumstances surrounding the arrest continues at this time. Last night, a video was posted on social media which depicts Mr. Bruton being taken into custody at the end of the foot pursuit. As with all of our officer-involved uses of force, this matter will be thoroughly investigated. We have been and will remain responsive to our community concerning police interactions in Kinston. The leadership of your police department, as well as city leaders, are cognizant of recent events involving police interactions around our country. As with all police matters in Kinston, due process of law will be afforded to all parties.
The video shows one of the officers punching and tasing Branch in an attempt to cuff him.
So no, I didn't.
So if you're going to, continuously punch people, one, if it's multiple officers across multiple arrests, across multiple years who are punching people doing the same thing, that does sound like this is something that is trained and something that is told to them. So that's definitely a higher up issue. It also shows that it is a higher up issue because like I said, they have reported it is not excessive force of use of force 2 times, and it might be a 3rd time. We don't know yet with the Cameron Williams situation, but they keep trying to say that this is not excessive use of force and things of that nature. You cannot tell me that this is not excessive use of force. That you do not need to continuously punch somebody that you already have in an advantageous position when you're on top of them and things of that sort. And it seems that the same thing happened with Khalil Branch, as they said they also used the taser as well as some being in an advantageous position. So I just feel like this is obviously a higher up issue. I understand that Kinston, as one of his reputation, that is not the safest place. So they definitely are on guard. Police officers are human beings too, so they definitely want to survive and get back home. But like I said, if you already got him to the ground and you're in an advantageous position and he has relaxed and said he stopped fighting you, you have to kind of adjust what you're doing at that time. But shit, we gonna see where this shit go from here. But that's all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom video, and we out.